Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Kitty Doverfeld is finally back in the video making business. After a couple months of subletting and not having a real good place to work and moving and all the hell that entails, kind of got a temporary setup here. It's a little vibration prone, as you can see. My apologies there. And what I have here is a bit of the fossil record of r/slash lockpicking. By all accounts, this is the very first lock Ith cut keys for, custom pinned. You can see the bitting there, hopefully. And it's not smoothest operating by this point because, well, it's been around the block, but it does work. Through various channels, it made its way to our very own Tumbl3r, who includes a bag labeled original pins, and he has actually custom cut some pins for it. And it's kind of worrisome because one of the pins he decided to discard is a commercial serrated. So if that wasn't good enough, God only knows what's actually in here. I have been sitting on this lock for about 2 months now. I've gotten it open a handful of times, and the way I finally figured out to get into it is a little bit, well, frankly, it's a pain in the ass. I freely admit I've cursed Tumbl3r's name many times in messing with this lock. I finally ended up having to scribe reference lines. I then went back with a Sharpie marker just so they would show up better on camera. It takes 2 picks and 2 different tensioning manners to get this thing open for me. So let's give it a shot and see if I can get it done and gut it in a reasonable time. We're at about 2 minutes now. So we're going to start off bottom of the keyway, standard hook, all the way to the back, make sure nothing is set. Pin 6, come all the way forward. Pin 1, 1 click. Come on. 2 clicks. Got a little bit of a false set you can see there. See if I can get in behind him. This is where it gets interesting. Come on. Come on. There we go. A little bit better false set. That was pin 2 that got set. You can see we've got a decent false set here. So what I do now is I'm now going to go with top of the keyway tension. This is why we have 2 sets of reference marks. And I'm going to move to a Peterson gem in 15 thousandths, all the way to the back. Just start working my way forward until I get that nice counter rotation. There we go. Nice deep false set now, all the way to the back on 6. Come on. Come on. Of course, now that I'm on camera, it's not going to do it. And it's probably vibrating the camera like all hell at the moment, too. And there we go. All right. Put all this stuff aside. Get her out of vise. Make sure I'm staying in frame. Alrighty. Do have a key that works, so I'm going to go ahead and lock it back up. I'm going to adjust the angle here just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Apologize for the camera lash up. Like I said, still just got moved in. Haven't even put the room really together yet. Ironically, first thing that got moved in were books. Second thing that got moved in were bookshelves. Bed followed a few days later. So that should tell you something about my priorities. Alrighty. Screws off, follower off. Alright. Key in. About there. Oh, painless. You cannot beat that. Alright, 6 pins. Not going to worry about describing them, we'll do that at the end. Okay, see if we can see in the plug there. Chamber 2 has been threaded. Everything else appears normal except for this notch cut between 3 and 4. I don't know if that was intentionally done or just a fact of it being an older lock. Key pins are all normal. Fairly standard stuff, you know, with our god-awful bitting. Thank you ever so much for that, Ith. Let's see what we've got in the voodoo. Like I said, I've gotten this thing open maybe 8 times now. Okay, first key pin, or first driver, is a very deeply cut serrated. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if I can't get it to focus. Very nice looking serrated. That is, there's no way that's commercial. Number 2 is, come on, focus, this ugly serrated spoolie thing. Is another hand-cut serrated evilness. It's shown you every other one. Let's show you this one too. Come on, focus. There we go. I don't know what he cut these with, but I'm suggesting slave labor of gnomes. 4 is not very powerfully sprung, and it is some evil spoolie goodness. You saw after I changed the top of the Keyway tension, I got that good strong counter rotation. That would have been pin 4 is my surmise. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm 99% on that. 5 is another deeply cut serrated. 6 behaved kind of like one of Texas Jim's pin and pins, so I'm not too sure what to make of him. Let's... oh crap. Well, 6 was something special. 6 was some form of drunken spool. See if I can't. Because there's a wafer and a key pin that's ground down to a very fine point. I am 99% certain that it was actually acting like a drunken T-pin. Wafer between the spring and the driver, and that key pin surface of the ersatz driver being allowed to wobble a little bit. Because I got that very deep false set, and then it clicked. So I'm gonna, if I can put it down here, I'm going to believe that was like that. All right, set the plug aside. I am missing some springs already. Well, I can tell you the spring for number 6 is stuck in there. I can see him down in his hole. And it looks like the spring for 1 stuck down in his hole. So you're going to get moved here. Let's see. Apologize for the light. You're not going to be able to see real well in there, but it looks like chamber 2 is threaded. That's all I can see at the moment. I'm sure Tumbl3r will quite willingly correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, there's our fly the camera around a little bit. Again, I apologize for this lash up, but it's what we got to work with. So there's our pinning, as best I can figure out. There are springs in 1 and 6. They're just still stuck in the Bible. And if I can get it, there is our bitting. Now, after some discussion on r/lockpicking, this lock is going back to where it originated. It will be in the mail shortly to our very own Baumgard. So watch your mailbox. I will try and get tracking information and whatnot into you. And as I said, I've moved, so I've got a new mailing address. Anybody looking to send me something to make me go even grayer and pull out more hair, drop me a PM through Reddit and I will get in touch with you. Thank you very much, one and all, and happy picking.